What's going on, everybody? We are live for episode 10 of Jays and Grays. I am one of your hosts, Eli Hamilton. Have one of my good friends as my co-host, Mr. Dave. Tell him, Dave, introduce yourself.
Hey!
I don't know what the hell that was. I have no clue what the hell that was, but all right.
What's up, man?
I don't, man, just living, man. I'm just over here blessed and highly flavored and
what?
Highly flavored.
Hey, let them know. Let them know, boo. So you are blessed and highly flavored. Okay.
Highly flavored. Yes. What you got over there, sir?
I got some mezcal, man.
What is that? I've never heard of that before.
It's like a smoky tequila, and you should try it because there's no carbs in it. And I know you be in the gym, and you can get fucked up and not get fat. That should be the commercial. You can get fucked up and not get fat. Mezcal.
So simple, and yet so brilliant.
Yes, because back in the day, when we be out drinking, and you got the photos, or you seen photos of me and you been being out faded somewhere, and I was way bigger. I was drinking whiskey. I was drinking all the whiskey, but now that mezcal, son. So,
let me share this to my page. We live. Join now. Join the discussion. That sounds a little bit more convincing. What do you say, James?
Yeah, I'd tune in if I saw that.
Yeah. Who knew that's all it took? Man, it has been a week, yo. Oh my gosh. So
why does it say throat babies on Facebook?
I asked you a million times, what is this episode called? And everyone kept saying
I put it in the chat. No, okay, y'all. If y'all watching this, today's discussion has nothing to do with throat babies. Dave, old ass, just heard throat babies for the first time. It's like, man, have you heard this song called Throat Babies? I'm like, Dave, that shit been out for like a month and a half. Oh my gosh. Throat babies. I'm like, no, Dave. We're not talking about no goddamn throat babies today.
Well,
I didn't know what throat baby was, but now I do. Now I do.
Shout out to the 7 people on here watching us tonight. As this discussion, look, we're gonna get deep. We're gonna get deep. Man, we're gonna get deep. So the name of the show is actually Marriage for Me or Not for Me, because we all know that people differ on marriage. But before we get into the topic, we need to address a couple things that's going on this week. First and foremost, let's get the serious stuff out the way. We want to send our condolences to everyone who was in that car crash on Interstate 35 down in Texas. It was a pretty horrific pile up. I saw whatever. I read about it's actually, I didn't see it, but I read about it was a nurse who was in a wreck who actually crawled out of a car and still went to work and worked half a shift. That is somebody who's on her final notice. Cause ain't no way in the fucking world I would have went to work. Like, do you see what's happening? I'm not coming to work today.
You know what? I forget that it's February, because I don't live in cold weather anymore. So, every day is like 70 and sunny. I'm sorry. I don't know what it feels like to be in the snow. I'm sorry. But
well, I mean, we talking Texas, so they apparently don't either. They don't get a lot of snow and cold weather because there was black ice. That's what caused the accident.
Yeah, in all seriousness, I think that's what happens a lot of times. Like even in Atlanta, like it'll be like 1 inch of snow, and they will shut the city down because they don't have no salt. So when it snows, the roads just be fucked up. So
man, I had a joke that I was getting ready to follow up behind that, but I'm not gonna say it.
It was just too mean.
No, because I don't want to get canceled. So I'm gonna keep it to myself. But go ahead.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? But I know that joke was gonna be fucked up.
You know it's funny when you ain't even said the joke and people are already laughing, but I'm not gonna say it though. Shout out to the ATL.
Shout out to the ATL, man.
The only city in the entire world who can't catch COVID. Shout out to the ATL. But anyway, we're not going into that again either.
What else is going on this week, man?
We cover that every week.
Oh shit. Let's talk about your girl. Your girl who gorilla glued her. Was that her real hair? Like her.
Well, I mean, the only thing I could see was the thumbnail, and I know she had a lot of makeup and some big ass eyelashes. So I think it's safe to say that was not her real hair.
So okay.
And I don't know who putting any type of hair glue on a real hair. It's usually when they got like a quick weave or whatever. I don't know that much about women's hair.
This is how thirsty we are right now because you know goddamn well if you put Gorilla Glue in your head, super glue, like you know what's gonna happen.
Well, actually, no, I don't think she was using Gorilla Glue. I think it's another glue that's similar to the name, but people had to question because I mean, Gorilla Glue and hair glue is not going to really be in the same aisle. But who knows? Maybe she was just like, "Can y'all tell me where the glue at?" And I mean, shit. For all we know, she could have put some goddamn Elmer's glue in her head. It would have been a lot easier to come out than Gorilla Glue. That shit,
stupid, man. That's doing it for the gram. Now I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Because you recording it. It's not like she did it without a camera. She had the camera on while she did it. Like she was trying to get seen. I hate the world right now, bro.
So you think she put Gorilla Glue in her hair for likes?
That's how sick
she's 40 years old. I mean, you know, I know we got, you know, stupid ain't really got no age attached to it, but I don't think nobody's gonna put no Gorilla Glue in their hair on purpose. Like she got, and who's to say that was gonna get her the attention that it did? Because she got a lot of attention for it.
People do. Like, have you seen them videos where people come up and like they'll like try to grab somebody's ass?
I mean, some of that stuff you know is staged. I mean, you know, some of that stuff is staged.
So I'm just saying, why is this any different? And like, she was in the hospital, we're recording all this footage, and as fucked up as it is, she's famous. She's internet famous. It's only gonna last.
But how long though? That ain't gonna last though. Oh shit! It's you. You the gorilla head girl. Can I get a picture? Ain't nobody don't give a fuck about that. Don't nobody give no fuck about that. They're gonna like, damn, oh, that's that dumbass girl who put Gorilla Glue in their head.
People be so famous for so much shit. Like have you seen that dude who sing that song Where the Money Reside? it's this dude. I think he's gay. But he comes out. He works at a car dealership in like Louisiana, and a trunk pops up, and he comes out like, "Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside?" Like dancing, and it's cool. But he's famous for Where the Money Resides song comes in. Now, it's not real fame. It's like that dude who was like, hide your wife, hide your kids. They taking everybody.
Well, he wasn't trying to get famous. That just, you know, it was the news that decided to put some ignorant person on camera, and it just happened to go viral.
I'm trying to get famous. I'm just saying that people are becoming famous for things that, you know, you hate. Yeah. So I said the Gorilla Glue girl was trying to do that on purpose.
Well,
I stand by it.
So here's, you know, we always like to teach a lesson on our show every week. The lesson for this week in regards to that article is don't put Gorilla Glue in your hair or you'll end up like her. Now, her surgery was for free. She had to fly out to LA, and it was a Nigerian doctor, and people are like, you know, this brave doctor, you know, Black History Month. I mean, you know, if I'm a doctor and I done paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to med school, give me some recognition for curing cancer, or maybe even coming up with a safe vaccine. Not for no motherfucking Gorilla Glue.
It writes itself, bro. And she got a free flight to LA out of it. Come on. Winning. Give me the Gorilla Glue. Give me the Gorilla Glue.
Negative. So, but yeah, so that's okay. So we got the Gorilla Glue article, and then, you know, we got the Trump impeachment hearings. To be honest with you, I haven't.
I'm not watching that shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm not watching that either. I mean,
I don't think shit gonna happen to him. Like it's like them cop killings with like black folks. Like until some shit happened to Trump, like if it happens this time and he really gets impeached, because we've done this shit before, and then don't shit happen. So and let me know how it turn out, because I'm not watching this shit.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily, yeah.
But I did watch that one part. Did you see how they kicked off the trial though with that video from January 6th?
No. Oh, from the Proud Boys
from White Freaknik. Yeah, they showed them motherfuckers were crazy. Like it was like a horror movie. The dude was like outside Nancy Pelosi's office. He was like, Nancy. I'm like, if we would have been any shade of brown, they would have been like blah 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 blah. Like
but I mean, they gotta sell it though. They gotta set it up. They gotta sell it. Yeah. We about to start these impeachment hearings. By the way, never forget. And then they put that up there. I mean, it's classic, man. I mean, it is what it is. But that's going on. I haven't watched TV in like 2 weeks. I did, I did watch a movie the other night. I watched this movie called Malcolm.
Before we move on though, I got a question about this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even a question so much, but it's like, why are we trying to impeach? Like, he out. Right?
It's to destroy the legacy, so they ain't got to pay him, and I think you don't get security. It's a lot of perks and benefits.
He doesn't get to run again either.
Not have security.
You can run again if you've been president before.
Oh, that's it. That's the thing I forgot. So, because like, I can see Trump running again in 4 years. Honestly, damn.
I didn't know a former president can run for president again.
As long as you haven't been in president for 2 terms. So I think he got 1 term left of eligibility. So I think he could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were like, we're gonna make sure y'all dumb motherfuckers don't revote him back in.
You know who's gonna be our next president though, right?
Who?
Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, Tom
Brady is gonna be president soon. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's coming.
Shout out to the Buccaneers. Man, people was roasting their city because they kicked it down there for Super Bowl and they just said Tampa Bay is ratchet. I've never been to Tampa Bay before, but I have spoken on the phone casually trying to get to know a girl from Tampa Bay. And yeah, she was from Tampa Bay. She had a strong accent. She was a little ratchet. So I can't say the whole city is like that because of her, but maybe.
You met her in college?
No, I met her on Hinge.
So you was in Chicago talking to a girl in Tampa Bay?
No, she was from Tampa Bay, but she lived in Chicago.
How thirsty are you? You like shit. I come out to Tampa.
I'm not doing that long distance shit. I did that once before. I ain't doing it again.
Oh, I remember them days.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's when I lived on the couch.
Brandy on here, she talking about Tampa is ghetto. She's from Jacksonville. We've heard Jacksonville was ghetto too. But shout out to Florida.
You can't just say a part of Florida is ratchet. Florida is
shouted them out. That's how you fix that. You shout them out. I like Florida though.
All the most fucked up things, like the dude who was like eating another man, like after he did the bath salts.
That was in Florida. Dexter took place in Miami. He was killing people left and right, dumping them in the bottom of the ocean. Florida.
Trick Daddy.
Yup.
All of that.
Slip and Slide Records. You know nan nigga. Florida.
Like if you watch football, you can always tell the Florida football players because they got a mouthful of goals.
You was in Morehouse. I was in Tennessee State. There's a lot of Florida people. I couldn't understand what the fuck they was talking. Are y'all like Jamaican or something? Because is y'all talking about that patois or whatever? Hey, dog, yeah, I don't know, but man, we got. Let's go ahead and jump into this topic, man. So the topic for tonight is marriage for me or not for me. So Dave and I have 2 different opinions on marriage, and this is a hot topic because everybody wants they say they want to get married, but they don't really know what that shit means. You know what I'm saying? So we have two different approaches. Dave, let's start off with you, man. Let's talk about the sanctity of marriage and what that means for you. You know, as the 39-year-old who'll be 40 in what, 3 months?
I'll be 40 next month, actually. March 4th.
Oh my gosh, you old bastard.
I got my old man outfit on today. Hey.
Oh no.
No.
Turn that shit off. You can dance like an old man. All right, Dave, what's up?
I feel like this, man. I feel like marriage is something that, and you know, I was married before. I've been divorced, and you know, it's just good knowing that you got somebody who, no matter what happens, like I'm not saying on some fucked up type shit where, like, you know, they all having sex with your best friend and stuff like that, but I'm saying like under that you ain't got to worry about nothing, man. Like you know, y'all are in this together. It is like, yeah, a companion, somebody you can if you get sick of somebody and say, hey, I don't feel like hearing you talk today. I love you, but I just need some personal time. You know, leave me the fuck alone. And then y'all come back 5 hours later the next day. It's a relationship. It's a partnership. So it's like, all right, cool.
So you could say you could say it that easy, and then they're like, okay, well, enjoy your alone time, and it's that easy.
It's just it's like a contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not married now, but I think that marriage is something that men should aspire to, because for one, we're gonna live longer being married. We do a lot of dumb shit as men. You do a lot of dumb shit. I've done a lot of dumb shit.
I've did. I've did a lot of dumb shit.
No,
let's correct that.
Okay, so I'm not gonna. You probably are out living your best life right now. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean? What does that look like?
Being a hoe. That's what I'm talking about. Out there.
See, that's the misconception. You know, I think that's the biggest misconception that a lot of people think, just because you're not in a relationship and you're at a certain age, that you are automatically whoring out here and doing whatever.
I'm not saying that, but you know, like when I would see you out last time, I was seeing this is over the last few years. You know what I'm saying? I would always see you with like a different person. I'm like, oh, hey, you know, and you be like, hey, this is my, and then they be gone. Then it'd be somebody else new, and they be like young, and like I'd be like, that girl look like if I had a daughter, like.
Right, clarify that, man, because you know we're in a sensitive era, so please clarify that.
Oh yeah, I mean, we were at a bar, so it's not like you were bringing kids around and shit. But I'm just like, damn, like, you know, like you know, I would say maybe like 20, late 20s, early 30s, you know, like, and I'm not saying you old, but I'm just saying, like, you know.
I mean, what's wrong with that?
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying also that at what point do you get sick of just, I don't know, just a chase of new relationships?
Well, okay. So okay, let's phrase the question up for the audience so they can, you know, so I can answer this not just to you, so to the audience. And again, shout out to the people in the room. Let's start. We're gonna start. We need to do a better job with this. Let's start acknowledging the people. Ash, what's going on? Brandy, what's up? Zion, Tanny, how you doing? Addie and everybody else watching.
Addie, okay.
Addie, not address. Addie, like the car. That's how you pronounce it. But shout out to everybody in the room right now. Y'all, if y'all want to chime in on this topic, feel free to call in at 312-626-6799. It's it's in the comments. So yeah, feel free to chime in on this.
Can we pin that number?
Yeah, it's up there.
It's pinned. It's pinned.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So again, Dave, what's the question for me, man?
My question for you is, like, at what point do you get sick of pursuing new relationships? You know, like when do you find that one person? Because I know you, and it's been women who I've known you to date, and things don't seem to be bad, but you are very adamant about not like settling down right now and you're trying to be in that position. So I'm like, what is the point of dating for you right now if you know you're not trying to get married?
Well, I want to start off by saying that, I don't speak for all single men out here. This is only my preference. I've never been that person that was like a chronic relationship type of guy. I always took long breaks between relationships. I've only been in 3 long-term relationships in my life. I'm 39 now, right? And the older I get, the wiser I get. I try to learn from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So if I come out of a relationship, and I think it just makes me better for the next relationship. My last relationship was in 2016, but I've had a lot of significant experiences transpire since 2016.
That was the long distance one?
That was the long distance. That was some dumb shit. I would never do.
Wait. That was the last relationship you've been in?
Yeah, the last long-term, the last real relationship. And I've been in some situationships since then. But as far as saying, a committed relationship, a faithful, committed relationship, that was my last one. And that's by choice. But I always think that in order, and like right now, the goal is not to get into another relationship. This next relationship, it'll be marriage, right? But I think that it's super significant and it's important to actually size your partner up, and that takes a lot of time. You know what I mean?
I thought you didn't want to get married though.
Not right now. As of February 10th, 2021, marriage is not something that's top of mind right now. Not even a relationship.
But then you said like the next long relationship you have will be your
But the
wife.
next one that I get into, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That will be. But here's the thing.
Pressure for you, bro.
Say what?
It's a lot of pressure for you.
How is it a lot of pressure?
Because that's like saying that I'm not really gonna date anybody seriously until I know that this is the right person. Like, I don't know. That's kind of like.
But see, my thing is, I don't have a whole ass like scroll of like, oh, this is the criteria you must meet. You got to do this, and this. I go off vibe and energy and vibrations. You know what I mean? But right now,
such a hotep of vibrations and unks, and I bet you're wearing Egyptian musk right now.
That's why I got these locks. These locks is giving me knowledge. These are not locks. These are actually antennas. These are antennas. That's why they stick up, because they stick up to the heavens. So God gives me the knowledge. I'm just making that shit up. But what I'm saying is that I just try to take time, man. And like right now, my career and what I'm doing right now with my company, that's something that takes up a lot of attention of mine. And it absorbs a lot of my time and passion. I think to get into a relationship, that you actually have to adjust your life, because you have to take that other person in consideration, quality time and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So with me, my love language is small acts of service and physical touch. You know what I mean? So small acts of service is actually way more significant than physical touch, because that's the easy part. But the small acts of service, that's to let me know, like, is this person thoughtful, considerate, consider my time, consider what my needs is, I'm not putting everybody to no test.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I assume you like money, correct? Like,
love it.
All right. So
who don't?
Wouldn't you much rather spend your money on somebody that you really value and want to be out, as opposed to tricking off money on people that just end up being wasted time, things that don't go nowhere? You know what I'm saying?
I think, but like, why does it all have to be equated to, like, everything about being single is not equated to like the opposite sex? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm setting my life up for the long term, man. Like, my money ain't meant to trick. It's like, if I want to have a good time, I want to share with somebody, that might be somebody I'm kicking with strong, cool. But man, my money goes into investments and basically to make sure that my life is set up for the better. I don't just like, oh, I got money and I'm tricking right here and whatever. But
you gonna go out on dates.
So like, what? What's that? $70-$80? And right now we're in a pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all going to Applebee's? What the fuck you going for $80? That's a full night.
Applebee's ain't even no $80, first and foremost. But if I just met a girl for the first day, what, I gotta go spend $150? Yo, trick ass. Who the fuck the hell? $80 on the first day, you'll at least be spending $300 on this potential queen. Man, get your goof ass out of here. Nobody doing that but you.
Yo,
So she can go get on. Girl, this trick motherfucker just spent $300, and I ain't about to eat all this shit. And I'm drunk as shit right now.
I'm on a Ponderosa, Red Lobster.
Ain't no Ponderosa in Chicago, sir. You got anything else?
My point is this. My point is that I just don't like, the act of courting. Like that shit gets old after a while. Like I've been there. I've been on the first date.
It's not even about a rotation, Dave. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can have maybe two people that you kicking it with strong. You know what I mean? Two people. They both have an understanding, right? This one might, it's not even like you on a schedule. It's like, man, I'm working right now. Oh, what you doing? Whatever. You kicking it with her on this, whatever. You kicking it with the other person, or vice versa. It's not like you got a whole rotation of women. Like if you busy and you on your purpose, let's just like me, I'm on my purpose right now. I am setting myself up. So I don't have time to really just be out here playing around with a whole bunch of women, bro. That shit takes time, takes energy. You know what I'm saying? That you really don't have time for if you really on top of your shit.
I get that, but we having an honest conversation, and I need you to be honest in these conversations. And I'm type answers.
Man, I'm not. Nah, this is 100% honesty. I'm not capping for shit. This is me. I'm being 100.
Okay. So I know you mentioned that you said you're not looking for anything serious right now. So at what point, I mean, is that going to change? Like, are you going to like check off your to-do list and you be like, you know what? I'm ready for love now because
it's not even like an on and off switch though. If I've been hanging with this particular individual, whatever, and I'm like, man, like she's been consistent over this period of time, I'm starting to feel it. Like I know one of the people I know is a surgeon, and the other one, she's this is my guy. He's older, but he's a surgeon, and she is I think she's an attorney. Nice ass crib in Bronzeville. They've been together for like at least 10 years, 10, 15 years. They still ain't married. They cohabitate. They happy. Every time I go over there, they happy. You know what I'm saying? They got a good relationship from what I see. He hasn't put a ring on it. Huh?
I said, you're not even doing that though. Like that's essentially like marriage-ish, but I'm saying you're not even getting serious with nobody.
Bro, I really just got back on my feet. I was fucked up for like 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So I really been back on my feet strong for a year.
You need to find you a girl when you broke, when you can't afford a haircut. And
that's when I didn't want to be with nobody at that point. I didn't want to be with nobody. Bro, here's my thing. I look at it like this. I look at it like this. Right. And I had like I was reading some comments earlier, and this guy, like, my thing is this. Most modern day women today, when they really want to get into something serious, they're not trying to build a bear with no dude. You know what I'm saying? They want to do who pretty much got their shit together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take this wounded bird in and that's how I look at it. Because me, the way I have a dominant personality. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be in no relationship asking for no fucking allowance. Can I drive your car, Jody? Like on some Jody shit from Baby Boy. No. When I come into the relationship, I got my shit together. I feel confident. I want to be able to don't even worry. I got it. I'm paying for it. But at that time, I wasn't. So people like, you get to a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Your girl could be, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because we don't live in that society right now where, you know what, I'm just trying to woo. You know what I'm saying? No, I want to mold them and be there. I mean, you have something like that, but mostly today, they want you to have your shit together. And I want to have my shit together. I don't want to be under by any means, the thumb of nobody. You know what I'm saying?
You have a very interesting way of how you approach. You have a very traditional way of how you approach relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we even got these conversations, and we're like use the words like women should like submit, and not even in a way like it's like in a negative context. But I feel for you personally, I feel like you want to be like, well, I'm the man, and because I'm the man, I'm gonna do this because I'm the man. And it's like very gender role heavy, you know what I'm saying? In terms of your idea, and that might work for some people. Actually, I'm sure there are plenty of women who want to be taken care like that. And they're like, you know what? I don't want to work. You gonna handle it. You gonna pay for all the bills. Like, cool. I can see you saying that. That's what I'm waiting for, so I can be that type of guy If that's what you are, I can't knock that.
It's
different.
You know, well, I look at it like this, man. It's not even about no controlling thing. I think that what most people got to ask themselves is this: like, women need to say, hey, like, what does the man want? And men need to ask, what does a woman want? Now, obviously, we hear a lot of what the women want, because, it's always like, I want a man who is a protector, provider, security. I want to live in this. I want to live like that, blah, blah, blah. I, without asking, like, what is it that he wants? But it's also, you got to understand as a man, what does the woman want? Right. So with the way I look at it like this is that, hey, I know I pretty much have a good idea. And I'm not even going to generalize it, because I'm only going to gauge it off of the person that I'm with individually. You know what I mean? So I'm going to ask, like, what is it you want? And I'm going to see if she's going to ask me what I want. If she don't even ask what I want, then I might have to, that's something I'm going to document, like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I said I document it. I got to read it. Bro, you can't ignore that. And that's the thing. A lot of people ignore little stuff, nuances like that, and that's when they put themselves in hot water. I'm not saying I'm a judger because of it, but I'm definitely paying attention. You know what I'm saying? That's irresponsible. At this point of our life, it's irresponsible to ignore the little things, because the little things end up becoming big things. And then down that part, you are 5-6 years into a relationship, and because you started ignoring this shit, they end up becoming a snowball of an issue. Now you 46, divorced, 2 kids, a receding hairline, and she taking half your check with your dumb ass because you motherfucker. No, you why you looking at things like, no, bro? You got, like, I look at, like, when you get into a marriage, that is extremely significant. You have to take proper precautions. You have to ask certain questions. You got to know this person.
You can do all of these things now. I'm telling you, like, you don't.
How do you know I'm not doing that though? Because I don't want to get into it right now. You know what I'm saying? Look, I feel like the way I have my life, and again, this is for me, bro. I'm not trying to give nobody a guideline on how to do anything. This is solely for Elijah Hamilton, because I know what I want my life to look like, financially, professionally, and emotionally. So everything plays into precision. I have priorities. Relationships and a marriage is not at the top of my priority list right now. However,
you to think outside the box. You could actually have a better life than what you have if you find somebody that's going to.
Says who? And based on what?
That's me. I'm saying that.
And based on what? See, you one person, because you in a healthy relationship right now, and I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy for love in general, but that's you though.
Let me finish what I'm saying. I'm saying that the concept of you got to do everything by yourself, to me, is working harder than what I think has to be. This is just my opinion. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's a 50-50 type thing where it's like you pouring into the same pot with somebody so that y'all can reach y'all goals together. And that might sound like hella sappy, but that's what marriage is to me. Is like it's like, babe, we about to boss up and have the best life possible for us. Not me be the best version of me and you fit into my hole that I cut out for you. I'm saying that we're gonna grow together and we're gonna actually do some dope shit as a team. Not I'm a boss and now I'm gonna put you on my side because I have accomplished what I wanted to do.
Man, I'm not saying that. I ain't just trying to get no chick who goddamn work fries at Wendy's. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just so I can boss her around. Hell no. I mean, I want you to have something about yourself. You got to be intelligent. You know, I mean, I might be a little, hey, did you go to college? Has she ever did anything, career-wise? Is she an entrepreneur? Whatever it is, like, have something going on about yourself. Have a life outside of me.
What do you mean? Like I know you're on these apps. Like, do you be meeting these rats that don't bring nothing to the table? Like I'm assuming you gonna meet somebody.
But no, I'm only responding to what you just said, because you just insinuated that I just want a woman who not gonna be doing nothing and that I'm gonna be making all the money.
That's not what I said at all. I'm saying
okay. Then clarify that.
I didn't say that at all. You just definitely misunderstood that. I said that this opinion of you having to have these things checked off, and then you meet somebody who fits into your jigsaw puzzle, conveniently is not as rewarding, I think, as somebody who you build something with, and then y'all truly learn to love each other and appreciate each other. And like when y'all go on a vacation for real, and y'all both have created like this pot of money where y'all can just ball out and you don't got to worry about shit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all a team. I feel like that's way more fulfilling than saying like, well, I had a bomb ass year, and I mean both are good. I'm not saying it's bad for you to be a millionaire potentially, and you want to, you know, take your girl out and be the man per se, but I just feel like I challenge you to be the team.
That's what I'm saying. But Dave, that is something, a misconception that you have about what I'm looking at. Of course I want to get a bag with my woman. I want a woman who know how to get a bag too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be in no controlling relationship, but I do know this. I do know this for a fact, right? I know that a woman wants a man who knows how to lead, direction, guidance, a real man. You know what I'm saying? I think that a lot of men are getting into these relationships and marriages based on what the woman wants. You know what I'm saying? I think if you are a yes man and you like, okay, whatever you want, baby, I'll put you on a pedestal, blah, 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 blah. She's going to get bored with your ass after a while. You know what I'm saying? There is no direction because you're doing everything she want to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, where's your backbone at? So what I'm saying is
that, like, unless shit really matters, unless it's really, really important, I don't give a fuck. Like, unless it's a really, really important thing, babe, you got it. Sure. What you want?
What do you mean by that?
Like, unless it's something that I care about, I don't care. So I don't have a problem saying, and I'm not just out here just saying this stuff because we're on Facebook right now. I'm saying that when it comes to relationships, like a lot of times you should want to make your lady like not just happy, but by you saying, yeah, babe, cool, I don't care. Like, it's not many things I care about, honestly. Like, I mean, there are financial things that are important to me, it's health stuff, but for the most part, I don't give a fuck. So I don't look at that as being like not a man. I look at it as choosing your battles, because I've been married, I've been divorced, and it's like 3% of the shit matters. 97% of that shit is trash.
So, all right. So let's hold that right there. So let's go back. Let's get to these topics. Dubs is on. Dubs, if you want to join in and you want to chime in on this, the number is below. Call in 312-626-6799. We've had some people who's contributed to the conversation. Ash Rich says, set yourself up for your future. Hopefully a wife is what you want in future as well. Brandon Denise throwing jabs. She said, Eli just want to feed. She said, I want to feed my wife Harold's at the wedding. Yep. I don't even eat Harold's brandy, so go to hell. Moretta, she says she's too old for, I guess, the BS. Women and men need to know what they want. No, I'm just kind of just kind of the ones that kind of stand out. Women and men need to know what they bring to the table and be honest about where they are and where they want to go. And I agree. That's true. And the thing is, even with that comment, I just believe that a lot of people are not necessarily having that thorough communication. And I really do believe that just a lot of men are just jumping into this like, man, you know, it's time, you know, because society says I need to get married or whatever. And whatever you want, babe, you got it. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is that your needs end up being forgotten about. And now, you know what I'm saying, you can't go on trips no more with your boys, or you might not even want to, or you got a little, you know what I'm saying, part of the house where you can have your whatever, but you have completely exhausted your identity as a person because your life is all about her. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you about something. Let me tell you something. That happy wife, happy life, motherfucker, that shit sound like a threat. You know what I'm saying? That don't sound too appealing to me, right? But I'm
gonna ask you a question, because you said your last relationship was it was long distance and like.
Okay, we got Brandy with the feminist comments. Eli's damaged goods. He is hurt. Oh my god!
I was about to ask you. I was about to say like
that shit's so feminist. That shit is so played out. Like, please come with something better. You know what I'm saying? Who hurt you? Guy, get the fuck out of here. If you don't say what they want you to say, then it's always you damaged. But if you have, Lord behold, if you have your own,
why do you think married men are holed up in the closet and like?
I didn't say that. No, I did not say. See, please, like, you misconstruing my word.
You said they have a little ass room in the house that they.
No, I said because if you get into these relationships, like all passive, whatever you want. I said when you are forgotten about, you forget about what your needs because your whole process is about making her happy. It's like, what about what you want? There needs to be a mutual agreement. There needs to be understood when y'all come into a relationship.
That's the team part.
And a lot. No, but a lot of dudes are not entering into relationships and marriage like that. It's all about what she wants, and that's kind of like what you just insinuated, Dave.
No,
you just said like, I'm an easygoing guy, whatever. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You just said it. We can play it back.
You can look at the comments, man. Like the things that are important to me, but for the most part.
Hold on. So, Brandy, why don't you join the conversation since you got some things to say about what you think about me? Join the conversation. Call a number. Feel free to chime in because again, I'm not. Here's my thing.
Hold on. You asked me a question. I'm about to don't get distracted by Brandy and her comments right now. I'm saying to you, person, that all this, what's important to me. I'm a man. I'm a lead. Like you can lead, but you can also do things where like you lift each other up. So it's like what's important to me, she knows that, and what's important to her, I know that. So it's like the things that are important to her. If I don't give a fuck about it, why should I care? Like what?
Dave, why I'm not saying I'm not. But again, see, I think we're on two different wavelengths. I'm not talking directly to you. I'm speaking in general. That may be your situation, but in a lot of situations, and kind of what you just said, I'm echoing what you just said.
But why are you focusing on bad relationships?
I'm not. We having a conversation.
No,
you focus on that, and you take them out. You say what?
You want to reference dudes who you said a lot of dudes. Like what dudes are you talking about?
I said no.
Is that how you felt?
Hold on. Okay, so let's back up. Let's back up and let me clarify myself. You made a comment in regards to, hey, it's whatever. I'm easygoing. Hey, blah, 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 blah. That's what you said. I said, what about what you want too? I didn't say only. I said as well too. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys, hold on, Dave. Hold on, let me finish. Dave, hold on. Let me finish though. A lot of guys get into these relationships passively without even having their needs met or communicated. And then down the road, they end up having resentment. That's all I said. Overall, bro, I'm for love. I'm for black love, marriages, all of that. I am for it. You know what I'm saying? My friends that's married and happy, I'm happy for them. Bro, I done been to their weddings. I didn't even though I wasn't trying to catch the motherfucking bouquet. You know what I'm saying? I kind of dodged out the way. But at the same time, I've been there and supported them, and they still together, and I'm witnessing it. I've also witnessed some bad marriages and some bad relationships, but that doesn't mean I say I'm against it. I think you looking at that me, I'm saying like the whole sanctity of marriage, I'm just totally anti. I just say it's not a priority for me right now because my priorities lies elsewhere. And what that comes across is, oh, you just want to be that old dude in the club. You want to have all these different women. Like, bro, like why is it most people think that, okay, so let's take women who's single in their late 30s and 40s. Is it fair to say, oh, you just still want to you still want to hoe? You still want to mess with different dudes. But with a guy single at that age, oh, you still want to just have a lot of women and blah, 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 blah. Like, that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more than just a person who just want to juggle women, bro. Like, I'm very career focused. I'm a CEO of my own company, you know what I'm saying? And it's going pretty good. And that's pretty much where my focus lies. And then as along the way, I have somebody, you know what I'm saying, I can share that with. So, I mean, that's just pretty much where it lies. I just look off of experience.
You can do all of that same shit that you're doing, building your own company, being your own CEO. You can play video games when you want to do it while you with somebody. You do not have to sacrifice who you are to be with somebody. And if you are doing that, you shouldn't be there. But I'm just saying that it can happen, and it is happening. Maybe you ain't found that right person. I don't know. But I'm just saying be open to it. And I was also asking you about, a lot of dudes say this a lot. I'm like, in your experiences, have you got into a relationship with somebody ever where you got into it and didn't know what it was going to be, and you felt like you sacrificed a lot of who you were for the other person?
Absolutely. My last relationship was like that.
Well,
see, the thing is, here's the difference.
Not a lot of dudes say me, Eli. Because I'm like, you were saying a lot of dudes. I'm like, nigga, this is you.
Okay. All right. So just let me give you a quick example. So my last relationship, when I fell on hard times, I was so like, man, I had this whole notion that, man, I can't be seen as this broke bummy dude in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I communicated with my woman what was going on. I lost my job. I was living off my 401k, still trying to pay my mortgage and all of that stuff. It was the long distance relationship. She knew I was on hard time, but yet and still, I was still flying out there to see her, flying her here to see me, buying her gifts, taking her mama out to eat, taking her out to eat, doing all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's like, damn, like, you still got a job, and I'm kind of fucked up right now. But when are you gonna get back on your feet? Well, whenever I want to get married and I want to have kids, I was just so busy trying to like maintain like me being a man in a relationship. I kept like willingly shelling out money that I did not have, and in the end, it ended up like, man, I couldn't do that no more. It's like I come to the point where I realize like, yo, you ain't really down for me. You only want what you want. So what I did, instead of jumping into another relationship 6 months later or 4 months later or whatever, like most people do, I said, man, let me take some time to get my shit together and make sure that I'm straight, because I know how it feels to be in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? All along
together, and it's even if you would have had like your shit together, quote unquote, it seemed like that person wasn't the right person for you anyway. Like,
it wasn't the right person for me. But bro, you act like, but that's not just one experience, man. It happens. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Bro, if you look around the world, that it happens every day. Like that, my story is not super like exclusive. I ain't the only person that went through that. Bro, I'm older now, and I'm a little bit more intelligent and mature in relationships. So I know, me personally, I know the position that I want to be. You know what I'm saying? As a provider, if you want me to provide, let me be able to provide. It's like this. It's like you want a man who got his shit together, but who got all his time. It doesn't exist. You either gonna have him a busy person that's got paid, or a person who got a lot of time who ain't paid. And it's like you want what you want, but you don't know what you want. You know what I'm saying? Before I get into something, let me make sure I got my shit together and I'm comfortable. And along the way, while I'm getting that, if I found somebody, then cool. But right now, it's just not a priority. You can't have it all. That's what I'm saying.
Like, am I paying attention?
Wait, man, bro, I'm about Brandy talking so much shit, bro. I'm about to block the fuck out of Brandy, goof ass man. She is talking so much shit on here. And I told you, feel free to call in, Brandy, and talk. Let's talk.
You about to get Eli aneurysm.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I can't stand like people who just narrow down and focus on the goof shit. Like, anyway, okay, Brandy, that's my nigga anyway. Like, I love Brandy, but man, she be talking so much shit though.
She is gonna talk shit, but I'm talking to you right now. I'm saying, you asked me, like, do I not see, right? Look around, all this bullshit, but it's a lot of healthy relationships out there too with people. Like, we both went to. It's not even college. Like, it's not about education, but I'm sure you got a lot of friends who have wives or husbands who they just fucking love, and they love being with this person. Like, that has to exist too. Okay. And I feel like, for me personally, I know I see more of the positive than I do the negative. It seemed like that relationship that you had left a bad taste in your mouth. I mean, I learned from it though, but I mean, I'm not saying it didn't have an effect. I think any type of relationship, if you actually love that person, that you learn something from it. You got to learn something from it, and then you learn something about yourself. Again, I always took, bro, in between every relationship I've had since I've been in relationships and I was in my early 20s, whenever the breakup happened, I always took like a span of years between to really get to know myself. And every time I got into a new relationship, I was in a different position. You know what I'm saying, in my life for the better, because I took that time for me. I think a lot of people don't really pour into themselves because they so busy trying to get someone else to validate them that you're not even really trying to check who you are. That's why you got so many people in relationships that's lost. They don't even know themselves. I see why you think your next lady is gonna be your wife, because if you break up with somebody, like, again, you're gonna be like 50. Out here trying to date, so like it gotta be your wife. Like you ain't got time.
Bro, man, I mean, bro, I don't think I don't need to be. What you mean, bro? If I want to, I'm 39, fam. I could go back and give me a 24-year-old right now. Don't say I can't. If you can too. If you and your lady broke up, I don't give a fuck. I could. I take care of myself. Mind, body, and soul. Right now. Okay, I just want you to know. Let's pull some statistics. So I looked at blackdemographics.com, right? And this is pretty interesting. Between 2016 and 2019, the 29% of African Americans were married, and compared to 48% of all Americans. That's pretty telling. Why is that?
I mean, you saying that black folks break up more than other people?
No, let me repeat it again. 29% of black people were married in comparison to 48% of all Americans. That's almost half.
Okay.
Right? And 50% had never been married, and compared to 33% of all Americans.
Because they've been hurt.
Why?
They've been hurt. I mean, we've all actually, you know what? I can't necessarily say that. Like I've experienced somebody who didn't give me what I poured into them. So I've been blessed. I don't know, but I don't have those same type of views. But to answer your question about the percentages, like we got a whole bunch of trauma that we're dealing with as a people that a lot. I mean, the other races just not. So I mean, that's part of it right there. Like
the data comes from blackdemographics.com. You can look it up for yourself. Blackdemographics.com. This is what
it's a comment I want to read to you from my boy Donald Vincent, aka Mr. Hip. It says, Eli, I used to have the same mindset as you, but then I met a woman that made me want to boss up and take care of my personal self-improvement and her along with it. Communication is key, and our men need and our needs need to be communicated in the beginning, because a lot of relationships are seen as happy wife, happy life, and that ain't right. And he says in his James Brown voice. So I think you can do both, man. And I'm gonna let you get back into that data thing in a little bit too.
Well, I mean, I just want to kind of unpack this, because I think that it's relative to what we're talking about.
Okay.
So it also says about this. It says that in 2012. Actually, no, I don't want to read that part. I thought this was pretty significant.
How are you gonna censor the data to help?
No, because it goes into something that's a little bit off topic in regards to.
We're gonna be on Facebook. I mean, on Instagram tonight after this session, because like,
we can definitely let's get into it. Let's definitely get into it though. It's also believed that a large percentage of Black men marry white women. This is often cited as one of the causes of lower marriage rates among Black women. This, however, is only partially true. While Black men marry white women at twice rate that Black women marry white men, in 2017, only 15% of Black men were married to non-Black women, which is up from 11% in 2010.
What the fuck did this mean?
Meaning that a lot of people thinking that, oh, they just going over to a white woman, but it's actually demystifying that in this. I mean, go to the site yourself. I don't want to just spend too much time reading all of that, but I thought it was pretty significant. This is what I'm saying. And just in general.
What? I'm about to pour some more mezcal. Because
I purposely didn't even really drink. I drank one little small cup tonight because I wanted to make sure I was sharp.
One small cup of what? A vodka?
Tito's, yeah. But I wanted to make sure my mind was sharp for this conversation tonight. I don't want to, because I know how I get. I can go off and start really wilding out. But I want to be pretty much on my game.
That's why you're single. Somebody, you'll start wilding out. Okay.
Dave, you're sounding drunk and aggressive. Please slow down. You're talking out the side of your neck now. Look, in general, I don't think that you should do anything until you are ready. You don't have to do anything because it's significant. And people want to look at you some way sideways if you're not like what society says you should be. Bro, I could be in a relationship right now if I wanted to. I could have been in one like 3 or 4 times in the last year if I wanted to.
I mean, it's not hard.
And the only thing I said, let me clarify this though. Let me clarify this. You know, I said it's not a priority right now. I didn't say I'm totally against it. It's not a priority right now. I might next month, like, man, you know what? I've been kicking it with this chick. I'm really digging her. You know what I'm saying? I want to see where this could go. Who knows? But right now, it's not a priority for me. It's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking care of Elijah. By the time look, I'll be 40 at the end of the year.
What is a priority over marriage right now? Like, what are some things? I don't know if I'm putting you on blast. I just want you.
No, it's fine, man. My core principle is simple. I got my life by my mind, body, and soul. You know what I'm saying? My mind, I make sure I stay educated. My body, make sure I go to the gym about 4 times a week, eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? And my soul, make sure I'm spiritually alignment, protecting my energy and my finances, whatnot. Those are things that I want to make sure as overall holistically that I'm good and I'm on point for the next relationship that I get into. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, I still got needs. So yeah, am I out here hoeing? No. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I don't have time to. But what do I got? I'm single, but I'm not lonely. You know what I mean? So yeah. But no, listen to what I'm saying. I'm answering your question. Because
no, you didn't.
I said I'm answering it, meaning
okay.
I'm not done.
Oh, long-winded ass. Come on. All right.
No, see, come on, man. So really, I know you guys got to shake your head to that, James. But the whole thing is this, is that it's not a priority right now. Those are my priorities right now. And in the meantime, along the way, if I meet somebody, which I'm kicking with a few people, if I meet somebody that I'm like, you know what, I'm digging this, I like where this is going. She alignment with what I'm doing. We communicate. Our energy is good. And then let's see then we might take the next step of a committed relationship.
I'm looking for concrete things that when you say my mind, body, and soul, I'm saying, do you have to hit like an ideal weight to be like, damn, I'm down to 165. Let's go. Like what?
No, that means I'm on my purpose. And that means I'm doing everything I need to do to make me feel better. This is for me. First and foremost, bro, I love Elijah. I love me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to share my purpose right now because for the thing that I'm doing right now, a lot of people ain't doing. A lot of people can't do it. And I have to be on point, like for real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing something pretty tough. I don't really talk about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing something really tough right now. And I need to be the best person that I could be. And I think that to take my focus off of that, to give to a relationship, it would be unfair to be into a relationship right now.
That's a whole different conversation now.
I can't give a woman the quality time and all that she needs right now unless she said, I'm cool with that. If she on her shit too or whatever, then that's great.
Well, how would that be for you in terms of letting women know off the bat that's what it is, and you're not trying to get serious? And how has that been? Has that been?
I'm just transparent. I'm transparent with it. Like, hey, this is where I'm at. If you cool with that, great. If you not, all right. No love lost. Keep it moving.
I really wish we could have women that we could talk to right now, because I want to hear ladies like, how do you feel knowing that you meet somebody and they say, hey, I'm only interested in kicking it. Like, we are going to have a good time. We're going to have fun, but don't think this is going to be anything more than that.
You know what? Here, look. Bro, I'll tell you it's directly what it is. This is what my Hinge profile says on my bio. I'm not trying to manipulate or
this is El Silencio. Go ahead.
All right. It says basically, let's make sure we're on the same page about relationship and marriage is not a top priority for me now. However, if you love to laugh, attend events, traveling, and good vibes, we'll have a blast. That's part of my bio. Bro, it don't matter. I get matches out the ass.
I'm just saying that sounds.
I get matches out the ass, bro. It don't matter. Like I'm like it's like.
That sounds like an ad for a comedian. Like if
I'm just saying, no. The thing is, it's like you want a person who's upfront, you want a person who communicate, you want a person who's not gonna lie and lead you on and waste your time. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Right. I said right now. And people like, I appreciate your honesty. So the thing is, a lot of dudes is too pussy to just say what they want. It's like, oh, whatever you want. I do whatever you want. Okay, yeah, you like this, I do it too. They do it too. And women like, okay, cool. And then like, man, and like, man, this dude weak as hell. I want a real man. Because this dude, he a yes man. You got a lot of yes man in relations, bro. Like I'm saying, all I can say is this: take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, and everything will fall into place. I'm comfortable where I'm at right now. I'm comfortable with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I treat everybody with the same respect, and they give them transparency. And that's the only thing I can say, man. I feel like I'm fair. I'm not misleading anybody, and that to me is clear communication, which is what lacks in a lot of interpersonal relationships.
I'm not being Dr. Phil right now, but when you keep using this term, what a real man gonna do? Like that real men and like a man, that term has so many different. It's not a monolith, like manhood. You know what I'm saying? There is no one alpha type of what. This is what a real man does. Like a man is a whole bunch of stuff.
Man, I mean, man could be defined on how you define it. This is how I define it. And the thing ain't about being no manly, masculine, whatever. This is just what Elijah wants. I'm lit and bro, I have the freedom to make those decisions. I have no children. I have no woman, no wife to consider. I don't even have I work for myself. I am completely free. I'm drama free. I'm at peace. I'm at ease. I come and go as I love, and I like it like that because it helps me to do what I need to do right now. And if I invite you into my world, you know what I'm saying? That's because I feel like, man, like I like the energy that you're giving off. We cool. We can get along. And if she continues doing that, then hey, then we'll make this a commitment. And then that's how I know who's right for me.
Jessica says, I think there are more Kevin Samuels type of men now.
Now, I've been thinking like this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do know who Kevin Samuels is. We talked about that on the phone last week, Dave. You know what I'm saying? I'm very familiar with his content. I actually watched some of his content, and I agree with some of it. I don't necessarily agree with 100% of the stuff he says, but a lot of stuff he says makes a lot of sense, though.
You want to keep going on this topic, or you want to wrap it up? I know.
I mean, that's because like that James I just had that money bag and Bo was like, all right, fellas, come on, let's get this other hour going, baby.
It's Black History Month. I wouldn't do that to you.
We pay for hourly on this show, by the way. Just want to let y'all know. Like, I really want like, first of all, I appreciate that y'all chiming in. I really wish I would have called in for this tonight. You can't establish that up front. All you want, at some point, somebody's probably going to catch feelings. Yeah, I mean, that happens too. But I mean, it was transparent. So whose fault is that? He is old and divorced, giving advice to these men. He's not just giving advice to men. He's also giving advice to women, Jessica.
See, that's somebody who I don't even like follow or who know who that is until you brought him to my attention. I just, the fact that people talking about, he's the guy who was like, ladies, what do you bring into the table, right? Like,
not necessarily.
No, wasn't he the guy who was like, you want this type of man to make this amount of money and do this, but you this and you that? Like, to me, I was like, that's kind of fucked up that you are saying that you are breaking somebody down based upon their traits, physical, how many kids they have, the age.
Okay, so let me explain. Because you just said that you don't know much about him. So let me, because I do follow his content. His whole content revolves around high value men, right? High value man. What he establishes as a high value man is somebody that's making at least minimum $10,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Because money is revolved around it. And let's be honest, man. You know. A lot of women who call into his show say, how can I get a high value man? And a lot of the women say, I don't want to do who's making this amount of money. And what he's doing is saying like, okay, well, if you don't want to do who's making this type of money, well, let's talk about you, because this is what high value men want based upon the people in my circle. And because I guess he considers himself a high value man who makes a lot of money.
That is stupid. A high value man, like that whole.
Well, this is what they want, bro. I mean, this man got thousands and thousands of people who calling in asking those questions. So you saying it's stupid, but I'm saying the other thousands of people who calling in for that advice, which is mainly women, then you calling them stupid too, though. But what makes the channel so interesting is because a lot of the women who call in who say, I want a high value man, and he says, okay, I'm gonna let you know what high value men want. That's not what you bringing. Is not it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, first off, they looking at looks. Now, bro, this is not something that's new. We are visual people. We're visual creatures. Bro, if I'm making $200,000 a year, I'm in great shape. I don't have no baggage. I don't have nothing. Why am I going to choose a 37-year-old woman who probably got kids at this point? You know what I'm saying? Who
this
probably
sounds terrible.
I'm saying
this sounds so bad.
Bro, look.
I'm in shape. I got money. What the fuck I want with you and your kids?
Hey, Dave, I'm gonna tell you right now, and don't take this the wrong way. The way you just cutting in and without even listening, and you saying this shit without even like, bro, you sound feminine right now, my nigga. Like, just listen to what I'm saying though. Ooh. This is what the channel says. This ain't look. This is what I'm saying. If I have a choice between I got my shit together, I worked my motherfucking ass off to get to this point, why am I going to choose, you know what I'm saying, this over a young, whatever petite chick, you know what I'm saying, who motherfucker ain't got no kids yet, who ain't been destroyed and who ain't bitter yet, you know what I'm saying, and who will and is willing to follow. You know what I'm saying? Because when you certain women get to a certain part of their career, oh, you can't tell me nothing. I'm independent. I don't need a man. Blah blah blah. They don't want that. They don't want the combativeness. Hold on. They don't want it. So they gonna choose the latter.
What about me saying that you judging someone's value based upon certain things being disgusting? Because it's fucking disgusting. What makes that feminine? That's not okay.
Because that's what 90%. What Brandy? Oh, this is what that's exactly what your partner in crime Brandy says. You know what I'm saying? The same shit. Oh, Kevin Samuels, he's scary. Ah. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on, man. You had to watch the channel for the content. I know me. Look, if I got my choice, Elijah, what you want? What you want? Do you want A, you know what I'm saying, or do you want B? You know what I'm saying? Young, petite, feminine, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Who's more feminine, or just one who's gonna combat you and everything? You know what I'm saying? Look, bro, I mean, it sounds bad. It sounds bad, but it's the fucking truth. And we need to stop reveling in what other people think because we so scared of what society's gonna say that it's gonna make us look bad.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna live my life like that, fam. I respect all people, but at the same time, I know what I want. I work hard for my shit. I work my ass off, and I've been there. I've been on the point where I'm trying to please every woman I'm with, and I'm to the point where, like, man, you know what? I'm trying to make sure Elijah's happy, because life, you got one life to live, and I'm not gonna apologize for the way I want to live it. And I'm not positive if a woman has her ways, why can women can have standards, but when dudes have standards, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's trash, you toxic, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of dudes, you know what, that is trash to think like that. Well, fucking think for how they want you to think. I'm gonna think for myself.
I think you need to think outside the box somewhat, though, man. Like,
what do you mean outside the box, bro? The box is how I think. This is what
I know.
want my life
you have
to
a very narrow mind. Like.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You just called me feminine for saying that a person.
I said it sounded feminine. I didn't call you feminine, Dave. I don't say, and don't take it the wrong way.
That's the same shit, though. But I'm saying, because I said that, nobody has the right to tell somebody else what their value is based off, like, that's, you might have your opinion, but shut the fuck up. That's how a lot of have sounds, bro. Like, if lo and behold, let a man have some standards. I don't want a woman like this, and this. Oh, you're misogynistic and you're trash. But let a woman say, I want a man who will this, and I don't want a man who this. Yeah, girl, have your standards, blah, blah, blah. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? First of all, who said
it is like that too? Why is it like that? Let me ask you that.
Who says who?
Come on, man. Oh my God. Okay, Dave. You know what? I guess you've been in quarantine so long, and all you do is play on your NPC now that you don't even know what's going on, right, bro? Right. Hey, Brandy just said she tried to call. Let's get to these comments. What has these people been saying?
Brandy, call back.
Did they James, did you have a missed call from Brandy?
No.
Or a missed call on there, period?
No, I didn't see one.
It says the meeting ID doesn't exist.
Oh man, we got some really good some good submissions in here. People talking. Jessica says, I think there are more Kevin Samuels type of men now. Okay, we read that part. Brandy says she thinks he's scary. Moretta says you can establish that up front all you want. At some point, somebody is probably going to catch feelings. Okay, I think we read about that.
Let's see.
Brandy's like, very dumb. They lost souls. What he wants in all caps. Again, Brandy just talking shit from her feminist point of view. Bitch, you have emotional blockage. Lord have mercy. I mean, but Brandy been like this since forever. Like, so yeah, it's just Brandy being Brandy. Leonardo says, during our men's group, we emphasize, but not limited to, integrity, accountability, positive anger expression, self-determination, respect for womanhood, and visionary goal setting. We're teaching young men, mainly black and brown, to love and respect themselves before trying to love and respect anyone else. So I understand Eli wants to work on himself and working on his goals before being ready. Thank you. I don't think it's nothing wrong with just trying to make sure that I'm the best person that I can be. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be in something longevity. I'm not trying to get into something, bro. I'm not trying to get fucking divorced in my 50s. Just
well, first of all, let's be honest. You want a very particular type of person that's gonna fit along with.
Randy said the meeting ID doesn't exist, James.
It's the one I got. It's the one I was emailed.
So he's saying it's your fault.
We're not on IG. This is okay. Well, yeah. Even when we go to IG, it's only you can do.
You need a dating app, and I feel like you should create it and call it like Hotep Happy Hour. Where you can just meet.
Dave, let me ask you something. Since you keep saying that Hotep shit, he been saying Hotep every week, James, for the last like 9 weeks.
I mean,
what is the difference between a woke person and a Hotep? First and foremost, can you make that definition for me? I'm putting you on the spot. What is the definition between a Hotep and a woke person?
Talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Don't make me answer.
Well, I would say somebody who you would label woke just is. You let people just be who they are. You know, like you don't. if you do that, like if you the way you are and I'm the way I am, cool. I'm not gonna knock you down because
hey, look at him tiptoeing on the answer. Oh my God, you are tiptoeing, baby.
I'm not tiptoeing on shit.
Tiptoe, do that tiptoe.
I'm not tiptoeing on nothing. I'm saying like if you woke, who you are is who you are, but you can't necessarily like try to like criticize other people because they don't think in your mindset. So I'm saying,
am I doing that? So well, yeah, I criticize people because I feel like I'm getting criticized for knowing what I want. So what does that make it? So I guess you a hotep too then.
That's fair. So
I guess all y'all hoteps, the whole world is hoteps.
No, we not hoteps. But you also were bringing up and you didn't bring up Kevin Samuels, but that old high value man situation. It's somebody who was kind of like that's kind of toxic to me in terms of like how you're just having like this system of how you value somebody's worth based upon like how much money you make, how many kids you've had, how good you look, your weight and all this stuff, all these superficial things. That's the woke part to me when I'm just like, that shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like it does not matter.
All right, so Dave, let me ask you this though. What is the difference between a man saying this is what I want and a woman saying what she wants?
Who says that they don't?
Because, okay, but please go back, because if you think that sounds narrow-minded, that's what this particular person wants in a woman. If that's what I want in a woman, then why am I being scrutinized because of it? When you say you want a man who makes this and you don't want a man who makes this, what is the difference? Because I'm like, oh, you a gold digger then. No, that's just what the fuck she want. So why is it like because a man has certain standards, no matter how narrow-minded you may think it is, why is he toxic?
It's not about you not wanting something. You can want all you want. That's fine. That's your business. But when you look down on other people because they don't fit in the box of
who said he looking down on them? I just don't want to be with you.
I mean
intimately. That doesn't mean I'm looking down on you.
That sounds kind of fucked up. Like it's the same thing. Like,
oh man, I wish we had. Bro, this is I love it. You know what? First and foremost, I love the dialogue. I love the dialogue that we get in the comments. I love the dialogue that you and I having. No, I'm okay with it, man. You know, and I'm but this is the thing. This is what boils down to it. You know, because I don't want this conversation to go into like so many different directions. The convo, Moretta said this convo just flipped. How does someone being young and following you blindly help you build or enhance what you have built? Moretta, if you can comment a little and elaborate more on that.
You're talking about Kevin Samuels.
Okay. So how does someone being young? And the thing is this, I think that a lot of people, you have to listen. He's basically speaking on behalf of what a high value man is looking for.
That's some bullshit. High value man. That is some bullshit.
Whatever. But I'm saying, bro, to you and whatever, and maybe a lot of other people, but there's a whole lot of people who love his content, who says, all right, he's basically, man, it's a lot of delusional motherfuckers who call in there with some delusional shit. I want this. All right, well, let me ask you though. Okay, well, what do you got? Well, I'm this. I've done this. I blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And he's like, well, how the fuck you throwing stones and you live in a glass house? And that's what a lot of the times, a lot of the callers, he ends up exposing them. And it is like, well, damn, I never looked at it like that. You know what I'm saying? I never looked at it like this. Until you actually watch it, bro, you can't even really judge it. Because you just looking at it from the surface, man. You cannot say Dave. Hold on.
Episodes on like live. We should put one on, share it.
And people do that all the time on YouTube. They break it down and all that stuff,
like,
man.
On our show, like we should put one on, and we just listen to what he said, and we talk about it. And then,
Maxwell speak. This is Jarrell, my old name. But what's up, Jarrell? Jarrell said he said, Dave, that's false.
I knew he was one of your friends.
No, he's my old. He's an old neighbor. He used to live next door on Woodline. So if you can put out there, he said, Dave, you losing this battle right now. Tell him. Thank you. Somebody on my side finally. Dave got Brandy. We know how Brandy think. Whatever. Zion says nothing wrong with holding to your standards and not setting just to say you have a mate. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Leonardo says people can be monogamous or poly, men, women, X, different strokes for different folks. Just be upfront from the jump. And then Moretta clarified. She said, you were talking about going with the young petite woman who will follow. If you want arm candy, just say that. Okay, that's not what I said. But anyway, I'm just saying this, man. You know, everybody should have their standards and stand on that. You know what I'm saying? And just like a woman has standards, a man has standards. If y'all don't meet each other's criteria, keep it moving. That's it, bro. It's a lot of people out in the world. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong. Like I said, I do not dance to nobody's fucking music but my own. You know what I'm saying? And if I say I want something, I gotta make sure I got my shit together. Cause I can't be saying I want this, this, and this, and I ain't got my shit together. So yeah, let me get my shit together. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And apparently you saying because because you're getting to that age that you need something right now, bro. I'm not in a rush. The beautiful thing about being, you know what I'm saying? Look.
What about being what?
About being a man. Okay. About being a man, because at the end of the day, I don't tiptoe from. Oh, I say I say it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we have a longer clock than women. It just is what it is. I'm not saying that to be fucking like whatever you want to call it, misogynistic. What Brandy at? I know she gonna sell it out there. Brandy probably losing her shit right now. But at the same time, it is what it is. At 45, if I want to go back and get a 25-year-old, I can. But if I can still. This is why I brought that feminine topic up. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I mean, that's fine, man. That's fine. Like, bro, like this is how I believe. This is what I witness, is what I see. It can be like that. It can be like that. It is what it is. It's a double-edged sword. I know you probably fight for equality and think everybody's equal, but no, the fuck is not. But what I'm saying is this, is that if I'm going to say I want to have standards of whoever I want to date, I got to make sure I'm together too. That's all I'm saying. So, do I want to get married? Not right now. I'm on a mission. I got some shit I'm trying to get done. I'm taking care of some shit. And right now, it's moving in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? I am, you know what I'm saying, viewing candidates. I'm looking at candidates right now. You know what I'm saying?
You viewing candidates? This ain't the Bachelor, nigga.
Whatever. Call it what you want, bro. This is my life. This is what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? You doing what you're doing over there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, as long as I'm chubby and lovable, you know what I'm saying, we'll be great together. That's not the look, that's what you think. I don't think that shit.
You like boy.
Boy, I'm about to fix me some Tito's after this shit. Goddamn, we're gonna jump on live. Follow us on Instagram Live. I've been in Instagram jail for 3 weeks now, so I only got 43 followers. Follow me, please, so I can get my shit back up. You know. And so we're gonna jump on live.
It's the reason that you in Instagram jail right now. Probably talking the same.
Oh, here you go. What is it, Dave? Because you hate women. Brandy, like, yeah, he does. That's why he's in Instagram jail. Hell yeah, city girls. Woo woo woo. Your ass out of here. I don't know why the fuck I'm in Instagram jail. I didn't do nothing wrong. But follow us on Instagram. Please follow me so I get my followers back up. Follow Dave. Dave, tell him it is what it is. Eli Hamilton with 2 N's now because the old one. Yeah, they got it locked.
Are we going on Instagram after this?
We got going on Instagram in 10 minutes. I need to make me another drink. But follow us on Instagram. We're going to continue this conversation. It's going to get, it might get a little bit more real now.
Or James, before we get off,
yeah.
Is there a way on Facebook to just use the Facebook app, laptop, phone, whatever, to do a live stream with multiple people, like 4 people?
No, it's straight from Facebook. IG is the only way to do it.
No, these comments is hilarious.
Not to record it or nothing like that, but I mean just right. To have for Facebook only.
No, you can create a room. I think you can like start a room. This is after show talk though, so I can help you guys figure this out.
Well, just edit it out. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Hold on, I'm putting our IG handles in here so people can.
It's Eli Hamilton with 2 N's.
Yeah. And Dave, this
2
is
N's stand for nigga. All right, thank you.
Where my fellas at? Cause you know Brandy gonna bring a whole sister girl community on your side.
you crazy. I'm telling you, you need a dating show for real.
I'm perfectly fine, man. I'm fair. But I don't give a fuck, man. This is what I want. And I'm not gonna ain't nobody gonna make me feel bad what the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've had a variety, you know what I'm saying? And I know what I want at this point in my life. So what?
You have to open up your mind in terms of what you and what you want in some ways, because you might think you want something, and because this is what makes sense from what you think you know. But I mean, from my experience personally, I've met people, the person I'm with right now, like I would have never known or thought that I would be in this place with this situation, but life happens. And
that's a beautiful thing, man. I admire you and your woman relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, at the end of the day, I want all my guys, I want everybody to be happy, but especially people that's in my circle. You are one of my close friends. I consider you a part of my circle. The fact that you are in a healthy relationship that you happy with, and I've seen you in other relationships, like what the fuck is you doing with this person? The fact that you are in a healthy relationship now, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for a lot of my friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably the show we had, I think it was maybe 2 months ago, Last of the Mohicans. That was because I'm one of the last of the Mohicans. Some of my guys is in relationships. Some of them are in relationships to make me scratch my head, but some are in relationships that I'm like, man, y'all seem like y'all doing real good, man. I'm happy for y'all. And that's it. I want everybody to be happy, but I know what I want, and this is what I want my life to look like.
We need to go to the farms and find you a nice lady that's.
Here's the jokes coming. Your ass out here. May Gerardo says a lot of relationships fail because neither of them say what they want and how it is in the beginning. There is no rush into marriage. The right time is when you feel ready, not what society and people pressure you. Women are more in a rush because at a certain age, the ovaries start to slow down and the possibilities of having a child is slim. Men start to slow down around late 50s to early 60s. A lot of people jump into relationships for validation too. So this is spoken from a woman. This ain't from me. But Lord behold, if I would have said it, oh goodness, fire and brimstone would have came down.
Randy called you Romani Malco, nigga. That's hilarious. You know who that is?
I don't know who Romani Malco is.
He just had a baby at 52. The dude from the 40-year-old virgin, the black dude with the bald head.
Mm-hmm. What Brandy is that lady on BoJack Horseman that can't keep a man. You know what I'm saying? That's the journalist. That's Brandy.
Oh my God.
So
yeah. Y'all need your own podcast.
No, because Brandy stay talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Brandy know what it is. Me and Brandy lived together for years, and I know Brandy very well. You know what I'm saying? Very well. So yeah.
All right.
Oh, and Jessica said she heard Kevin Samuels gay. Again, y'all come up with some better stuff. We've heard that from a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it a buck with each other. Let's keep it a thou wow. You know what I'm talking about?
Says,
you know what I'm saying?
In a relationship for 2 years with a high value man.
Brandy, keep the gloves on, baby. Meet us at IG, y'all. We about to get it in. Shout out to the show. Next week we'll be back. Are we gonna be back at 8:30 or 9:30 next week?
8:30.
Okay, 8:30 Central Standard.
8:30 Central Time. All right. Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. I've been Dave.
I'm Eli Hamilton. Please follow me on IG to help me get my followers back.
Please follow his burner account so that he can get his followers.
Yo, let me tell you something, bro. I call prepaid legal. I told motherfucker, y'all. IG took my page for no reason, and I got prepaid legal on the case now. So let's see what's gonna happen. If prepaid legal can get my IG page back, I'm gonna get back in the business. Mama, if you're watching, I know that's gonna make your day because she's been trying to get me back in the prepaid legal for the last 7 years. I'm
screaming. Randy said next we'll eat that. Why women should be in the kitchen.
Yeah. Okay. See what the difference is? If I clap back like I once clapped back, then oh goodness, I'm gonna have a whole community coming down on me, boy. Brandy.
I got tears in my eyes. Hey, thank y'all. It's been a fun episode. See y'all next week.
Peace.